Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Roman McNeil, and joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
Hello.
Today, we are continuing Age of Scorpius. It doesn't deserve that epic intro because this is another one of those instances where it's so stupid, but it's also kind of boring until like the very, very stupid things finally click in.
Yes.
It's a very interesting and uneven read. It's not even like it's weird because it feels like we hit that occasionally with like Shadow the Conqueror for large spats, but then like it kind of picked up steam here and there and got dumber. We got some really good rage out of it. So far, we haven't quite hit the full dumb and dumber circumstance here, but all the same, in our last chapter. Was it did they leave and they went out into like they were trying to travel somewhere?
They did travel somewhere. They met Katara from the Water Tribe.
Right, yes. they met not Katara, Kaya. Yeah.
Kaya.
And we learned that Chase has magical backup. You know, it happens to like 1 in 5 guys. It's okay. And there was totally not a scene that the initial draft almost certainly had to have been hyper romantic, quote unquote, in terms of like this very intimate and very sensational bonding moment where he healed Reika to expel this pent-up energy. You just know that was originally a very intense romantic scene, but it gets hilariously awkward when suddenly it's like, no Romo. No Romo at the end. It's like no romance.
No Romo.
No hetero, actually. Like that actually makes better sense.
I was going to say, it makes you sound like you're romance phobic when you say Romo.
But yeah, I'm trying to like, are they in the inn now? Like, my brain is so kerfluffled on this. They went to the inn and they repeated like multiple plot points from the previous chapter as well.
They were being chased and nearly killed or something. I don't know. That's my best guess.
But yes,
were they nearly killed by the weather?
Before we begin, we are relatively loose with like people talking out. If things get too rowdy, we will hammer down and ask everyone to start raising hands. At which point, Eva shall be the judge of your fate. So everyone cower in terror because she has no mercy.
She's learned from the best.
Yes.
She's the one link.
And so everyone just keep in mind, if you start talking over each other a lot, you're going to be the ones responsible for everyone going silent. And you will feel very guilty and very shamed. And, you know, you will, if you wish to redeem yourself, there is honorable seppuku. But, you know, I only do that after you've transferred every little last penny from your bank account into mine.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
Yes, and we're also being attacked by the frogs again, which means that Sai is responsible for this. How about vice versa? Twilight, learn the difference.
That's actually a really good meme.
I only know one of those characters, so
I don't.
It looks like a One Piece meme, and I don't know anything about it, but I'm just going off of someone's comment. Like one has the 90s anime hair, and the other has like 2010s messy bangs.
Yeah, that is actually a One Piece meme. Yep, that's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
100% certified One Piece meme. Get the stamp out.
The meme is that Oda draws all of his female characters the exact same way.
Yeah. Like his wife.
Yeah. Yes, true. Yes.
Which of course we all know makes him a PDF file, according to certain people.
We all know.
I mean, what do you expect him to draw with a different pen for every character?
It is known.
So we'll be getting right into it here. We are covering chapters 13 and 14 tonight. That's a combined 10 pages. So we'll flip over after 5. So everyone sit back, relax, grab a delicious beverage, and enjoy.
No alcohol.
Yeah, she'll confiscate it. Anyway, chapter 13.
I have the gavel. I could just send you to jail.
What voice did I give Kaya?
A Kai voice.
Really?
That does not.
I don't
That does not
remember.
help.
I don't remember either. God, why am I forgetting? I wish I should go back and check that, but I keep forgetting what voices I give these people. No one from the Stellarium is down there. Lobbies. You're croaking at bird? Lol. No, shut up. No one from the Stellarium is down there. Lobby's completely empty, Kaya reported, ushering us out of our room to hurry to the lobby. After the sun rose, we prepared to leave Lyra after deciding we could... Stop distracting me. Whoever left and came back in, you're distracting me. After the sun rose, and we... Did you capitalize sun?
Yeah,
It
they
is a
capital
god.
After
and
Sun
moon.
Wukong rose, wow, I didn't know he got it up for this story. After the sun rose, we prepared to leave Lyra after deciding we could make the walk to Eridanus. According to Kaya, it wasn't too far away, at most a day's worth of travel, as we've said 3 times now. I was thankful that I was typically up way too early so I could hike long distances in the woods. Avia, on the other hand, trailed slowly down the hallway. I walked behind her, encouraged her around the corner and into the lobby. I immediately stopped. A man in all black stood in front of the front door, leading out of the inn. Another leaned against the front desk, and when Kaya opened her mouth to say something to the Aquarius working it, the Stellarium official held a glowing hand towards him as a threat. The Aquarius shrank back, trembling in his seat, staring at us with terror flashing through his gaze. Miss Spring? My head jerked up at this mention of my name as a woman stood up from a velvety pale blue couch. She wore a pitch black tunic and tapered slacks matching her torso. A thin scarlet outlined raven cloak with gilded gold designs draped over her shoulders and cascaded to the floor, where her heels posed one over the other. Is this me, or is this chapter particularly poorly written?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Like,
haven't
this is
seen
hitting
it
me, like,
just
everything
yet.
in here is, like, just so... There is a lot here that's technically correct, but it's just,
Did he stop
like,
caring?
wrong.
Celtic, keep reading.
Oh, Christ. The glyph of Scorpio flared in gold on her cloak, complementing her silvery cold eyes. Long, straightened salt and pepper hair splayed down her back. The dim light accentuated her sharp facial features. Another official with similar features stood behind her. We ran out of character models. We had to use a dupe. You only realize that's badly written now? No. I'm saying that we are hitting an average, like, the average of bad per line is higher this chapter than normal. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, I'm stumbling over myself because my brain is, like, failing to put things in the proper order. Like, I'm managing to read it out, but my brain is not processing it because it's not written well. We have been searching for you, Miss Spring, the woman said in an utterly still tone. What a delight it is to meet you. I am Verena Ark, the Scorpio Octura. To my understanding, you have broken the Scorpio code and trespassed upon societal territory. Oh. I looked my enemy in the eyes, the same person who'd given me a torturous childhood, the same person responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths, the same person who knew it wasn't justifiable. Hold up!
What?
Hundreds of thousands of
Let me read
deaths?
that again.
Excuse me, this was not a detail I'm pretty sure that was mentioned before. What?
Would you
It's
Explain,
impossible.
please.
It's impossible. It's not possible.
It's like what? I'm sorry. This went from a societal expectation to apparently a level of genocide hereby unheard of in this setting.
Well, now it's true.
Like, are
You
we
just
sure this
escalated.
chick isn't like any other context? This chick would be like the main bad.
I mean, she's probably going to be touted as it, but
No, she reads
dude.
as like a side character.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Lyra is considered union neutral ground, I said, raising my chin. It is my moral and rightful duty to seek truthful knowledge of Scorpio's history. I forget to inform you that your occupation fails to place you above the law. There is no founded excuse to negate breaking the Scorpio code. I'm aware. Miss Spring, we request you to accompany us to the hub. My stomach nodded at her blank, empty stare, and her gaze pierced into me as if daring me to make a move. I swallowed the memories that flashed back to me at the feeling evoked from her expressionless face. Verena extended her hand to me, a neglect of a choice I didn't have in the eyes of the Stellarium. Oh!
Oh god, the bad.
My IQ just dropped a point. Ow! Ow!
1 point.
I'm literally no. I was literally the Akira meme of "Leave me alone."
Verena extended her hand to me, a neglect of a choice I didn't have in the eyes of the Stellarium. So you're neglecting something that doesn't exist. You can't. That's not.
All right.
Sometimes you can talk in contradictions and have it sound very poetic and actually, convey a very complicated thought very effectively. But this isn't it. This is not intentional. This is you trying to be flowery and failing.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
What's doctor's recommendation if you find yourself swallowing your memories? Well, unfortunately, they have to push it out from the other direction. So, it's not comfortable, man. Never want that to happen to me. As the Stiller. They were hunters salivating at the idea of my flight, taking hold of my instincts. Stop writing like this! All my life, I had been a runner underneath the Scorpio code, a cowardly wolf backed into the wall of Conviction Woods with its tail tucked between its legs, whimpering underneath my breath from the wounds they'd inflicted.
Oh my god, shut up. Get it for cut up.
No, I won't follow you back into the hub, only for you to end my life and silence me with the same law I am fighting to overthrow. I'd rather die than follow the code. Reika, there was a chance you could have wiggled out of this by being smart or clever or negotiable. But, no, you just fucked yourself absolutely because you're like, hey, you know that Constitution you like? I'm gonna go just rip it to shreds. They're not gonna take kindly to that.
Yeah,
no, they might just decide, you know what? She ain't worth the trip to the hub. Guards execute her on the spot.
Yeah. Holy shit. Pardon me? Verena adjusted her cloak. Her heels made a tiny clack against the inn's cobblestone floor as she walked towards us. You will come with us. Zikaro. Chase took a step closer to me. His demeanor completely changed as he stood tall with a fierce glare at Verena. In my peripheral, I saw Avia's hands glow red, Kaya's face contorted with fury at the sight of the Scorpia Octura. And everyone gets a reaction. First of all, I said, don't call me by my last name. My name is Reika. Verena didn't answer me. That wasn't a question, so she wasn't obligated to. You were literally making a demand. As much as I appreciate your gracious request, I know how you treat those who disobey. I raised my chin, anger boiling in me. And you do it for the power trip. That's absolutely the case. There's no possible way you could have any other ulterior motives, anything justifiable or even noble about your aims. You're only for the power trip. That was me for the record. Verena calmly tilted her head.
The way she raised her chin, it's just raising up with you just straight looking up.
Verena calmly tilted her head at me. Perhaps this pattern of outburst has led to the becoming of a disloyal member of our people. You are not mentally sound. Okay, now that I've read that in that accent, perhaps this pattern of outbursts has led to the becoming of a disloyal member of our people. Led to the becoming?
That does not sound like proper English.
You mean English. English.
Oh my
It
god,
doesn't even-
Snowy!
What did he? What did he?
I'll put it up.
That's not how your chain of memory is going down.
Where is this?
That is so good.
Memories.
Reminds me of like a Pop Chopka character.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
All right.
You know what? First,
But no, just like the becoming, like that wasn't. Are you trying to sound archaic? Like, is that what you're going for? But like, that is not. Whatever.
that's not
not
ELD
the
English.
page.
Shakespeare would tell you to throw that in the bin.
To be fair, Shakespeare
Shakespeare
was
is
hip
so
with the
new.
kids in slang. So, do you are not mentally sound. I'm more mentally sound than you. That's for sure. The code was a lie meant to torment Scorpio. I am literally
got
a Scorpio. Why the fuck would I make a code to torture myself? No, we need to keep our fucking whatever. How long was it? Oh god, what voice did I give Kaya? Does anyone fucking remember?
No.
The peanut.
Ayabos.
peanut.
And then the Ninjago Kai.
Wasn't
Ah,
the
did-
Markiplier voice, or was it a different?
No, that was
Yes!
Chase. Chase was Markiplier.
No.
Oh no, never mind.
Chase was
Yeah.
Markiplier. Oh, did I give
Is
her
it
like
funny?
Oh, I gave her. That's it. I gave her Kazuma Miller. I give her Liquid Snake. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That
you
was
can
who I
say-
gave
you
her.
can say- Yeah.
How long has the
Liquid
Scorpius
Snake.
Stellarium known about the scroll? Kaya yelled suddenly. You murdered my brother and stopped my mom from communicating with me. Verena didn't even blink an eye at her, turning back to me. May we meet in private to speak on this matter? You're threatening to arrest her! No! Are you, everyone in the scene is stupid!
Everything is good to see.
I laughed at
so
her.
unbelievably stupid.
I laughed at her. Absolutely not! Ugox, when the writing is so bad that your brain is actively fighting against reading it, does anyone else smell burnt toast?
A little bit. Why?
Yes. A lot of it, actually. A crowd
So
of gathered...
do we have people who need to make comments? Because
Oh.
there have been people
Yes, sorry.
Yep.
Let's see. We have a joke from. Not if I can read the list. From Titan.
You said in particular that this chapter in particular was badly written. Isn't that the whole book so far?
No, like I said,
Yes,
like
but
it's per line. Like the amount of badly written in this book is already pretty high, but this is especially egregious because it's like it feels like every other line, actually almost every single line, barring a few, are like non-functional at certain points.
Very true. Quit trying to sound flowery. You're not Frieza.
anyway. Next joke, Celestial Warlock. What do you have to
Oh,
say?
mine was from probably last week. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
We-
Alpha, Omega, Beta, Sin. What is your joke?
So with the comment earlier that Celtic, whatever, was saying about two negatives, like the contract, the whatever. I was trying to say that it makes it sound like two negatives are trying to make a positive, but instead of that, it just makes a longer negative.
A minus and a minus just produce a longer minus.
Thank you. I'll be here on that. Just stand up.
Will you and Titan kindly remove your reaction?
Okay, that's how it works.
And then let's see. Oh, Alpha Omega Beta, and you had a question, or you're confused?
The question was about what the whole raise hand thing is, but now I understand.
Okay.
Use the raised
I
hand.
haven't been to these in a while. Okay, it was weird.
It's a strange system, I will admit.
Yep.
I
We're,
like the
we're,
system.
we're,
I
we're
don't really
finding a
have
middle
anything else to
ground
say.
with it. It's having a good time, I think.
Anyway.
It kind of feels stand up, if that makes sense. Like get like the way you get called out and stuff. It's great.
Anyway, you are
Yes.
free to remove your reaction.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
guys, please, once you have made your comment or joke or criticism, remove your emoji reaction. Because then we will think that you have another one.
Yes. A crowd had gathered from all the commotion we were causing. Societalists from different rooms in the inn hurried into the lobby to watch. The Solarium had to act their best, hide their emotions. My job was to make them look horrid. A swallowing fury suffocated any remnant of fear. What is with you and swallowing today? Wow, Milo really has certain things on their thoughts. The scroll confirms the Scorpio code was... Wait, who... Oh, sorry. The scroll confirms the Scorpio code was created in the War of Rebalancing to manipulate and control Scorpio. The Scorpio Stellarum is aware of this and continuously ignores it to keep the Scorpio in power. Anything else you'd like me to say to ruin your reputation? Wait, what? My brain. Wait. I thought the code kept them in power, not limited their power. Or not? What? But they don't follow it, but they do? Like, they lie about following the code? I am so fucking confused right now.
Yes.
Milo wants a character who's super uber repressed, but also is just so special. From one of the from the special people.
I mean, I got that. I just don't know what the fuck this setting is anymore. I mean, I never did, frankly, but I mean, like, this is getting even worse.
Milo doesn't know either.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's a billion of them. You are insane, Miss Spring. Your scroll is simply fake. She is not, Avia screamed. Don't listen to them. Here it is, societalist. Here is your proof. I raised my voice for the new curious bystanders. We are not them. The crowd was the crowd was entranced. The crowd decided they were shuffled through the front door. That's not
yes.
all.
Yes. You spell check.
The lobby had become a blur of bright colors from the dozen of societalists. Faint murmurs rippled through the room. Any trace of emotion had completely vanished from Verena and her officials' faces. Their statuesque trance was evidence of their manipulation. No! Wait, what? But they're Scorpios, so the Scorpio code wants them to be... So people can look like they have emotions when they're Scorpios? I thought you had to constantly keep the mask on. What is happening? What is happening right now? None of this makes fucking sense. Oh, God. What are you going to do? I stopped pacing, transforming my necklace into my sword. I held it. Jesus fucking Christ, Reika. I held it up. Fight me with magic? Be my guest. Fucking Verena's just like, okay, fireball! And just like destroys everyone.
Dragon slave.
Dragon slave. Gee, you know what this feels like? This feels like Lena wandering upon like a nonsensical village with like the really crazy culture, and she just gets fucking fed up with it. How it makes no sense.
Yes.
Oh,
that would be a so much more interesting story.
All right. Verena had her hands pressed together. None of the leaders disclosed their powers to the people of Guardian in the name of equality. Both she and her official remained Oh my fucking god. Verena had her hands pressed together. None of the leaders disclosed their power to the people of Guardian in the name of equality.
Equality.
How do we know it's equality if we don't know your power? Isn't disclosure the better option because they could be hiding like the fucking magical nuke that like Sui Fong keeps in her back pocket, for example? Like what?
Oh, the Bleach character?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. Oh, that's right.
Jesus Christ, this. Something deep inside of me burned. That's probably the burrito. I had been muzzled before, screams muffled by sandpaper stuffed into my mouth and raked over my wet eyes.
Ow.
Why is it that when you actually create like well evocative language, it's the most uncomfortable shit I've read in a long time?
Someone text Mars computer.
Get down! The bullshit is hitting critical mass! I mean, that's kind of how I feel right now. It legitimately feels so insanely bad. In terms of everything just collapsing in on itself. I don't get this book. Like, none of it makes any kind of sense. Oh.
Gundam, you had a joke?
Yeah, so the whole they made a government which has the most powerful people in charge with the most checks and balances. So a normal functional government.
It's just like, at some point, it's like, wait, what's the thing that you're trying to fucking restrain? What's so bad about the Scorpio at this point? Like, you would think that the thing that says, hey, the Scorpio are being fucking restrained, and they're being restrained for this, like, I don't... imagine Soy Fun was the MC and Cry, this isn't as funny. I was gonna say, if the MC were if Soy Fun was the MC of this fucking story is over in like 5 minutes. Because everyone is dead.
Good.
Carson, you're confused?
Yeah, so the Scorpio made a law to control the Scorpio so they can remain in power.
Yeah, so some Scorpio made a law that demanded the Scorpios act a certain way, and somehow the restrictions upon the Scorpio led to them being the most powerful class in the entire society, because they ignore the code, and yet everyone thinks that they follow the code, and they think that because they have to follow the code out in public, because that's the only time that the code really is enforceable is when they're out in public. So the people think they follow the code, but they don't follow the code, but they do follow the code, and because of the code, they're repressed, but they're also the ones in charge.
We don't know if there's Scorpio that want the code. Just want to say that. We do not know that.
And then there are Scorpios that want the code, yes, but there's a Scorpio that doesn't want the code.
We don't know. We don't know if the Scorpio want the code. We don't know if the Scorpio want the code, is what I was saying. We do not know that yet. That was not said.
I'm pretty sure it was said that it was a Scorpio that made... Look, it doesn't matter. It's going to be contradicted in like 5 minutes. Just give it time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alpha Omega Beta Sin, you have a criticism?
Oh, that wasn't meant to be a criticism, but what is the horoscope of this world like if these are what Scorpios are?
Repeat that?
Never mind.
I just didn't hear it because like I have a half a headphone on right now. Anyway, so let's get back to this flowery text here. I had been muzzled before, screams muffled by sandpaper stuffed into my mouth and raked over my wet eyes. I bled sorrow and fury infused into my veins from the sentences I hadn't said. Words had been jammed into my jaw. Shut your mouth. Stop complaining, you coward. Show no emotion. Feel no love. Silence your anger. I was a force of fighting and fury and fire. I was everything they feared. Huh? She wasn't like the other girls. This is obnoxious.
Instead.
Like, legitimately, if you handed me this, I'd be like, we got to rewrite this from scratch. We are sitting down together and doing this because I need to know the way your brain thinks. I need to actually see you actively do this because I do not feasibly believe anyone that has an IQ higher than room temperature wrote this.
Also, for anyone who is making like really weird noises like burps or anything else like that, can you please mute your microphone?
Yeah. My magic flared to life, an unfamiliar and repressed lost spark of fury. There's a lot of fury in this chapter. An ancient anger built itself inside of me, as if a funnel cloud was forming in the depths of my core. The imagery of lightning flared into my head as a burst of rage struck. My veins were bright and shining, rippling through my entire body. I held one of my palms up, twisting it around. An instinct engulfed my control, erasing any fear I had had in the face of the system threatening my life. All of that was gobbledygook meant to say I'm suddenly my rage summoned magic powers and I do the pew pew. That's literally all that's saying, and it's really, really obnoxious. I had been silenced for too long. A man wearing black sprinted towards me. I threw myself out of the way, and the anticipatory crowd erupted into chaos with a split second. Within a split second, sorry. I hurled my sword on the ground towards Avia as she dashed past me. The man who jumped at me recovered. What the fuck is happening? So she summons magic. A man wearing black, for the record, this is not specified as like one of the people accompanying Verona, whatever her name is. It's just a random guy in black sprinting towards her. Maybe he just needed to get past you to the fucking bathroom. Okay. I threw myself out of the way, and the anticipatory crowd erupted into chaos within a split second. So now we're on the, hey, you guys want to start a fight? Everyone's just like kung fu fighting now for some reason.
Right.
I hurled my sword on the ground towards Avia as she dashed past me. Why? Why did you drop your weapon? And why did you throw it towards Avia? And then the man who jumped at me recovered.
Okay, so all right, so she was trying to like team kill, I guess.
Yeah, this is God, I can't believe I'm asking for Shad's boring fucking descriptions back because this is just funny now. I punched my attacker in the chest. The culminating magic in my veins shot out in a burst of blinding flash. The culminating magic in my veins shot out in a burst of a blinding flash. No. What you need to say is the magic in my veins shot out in a blinding flash. Way better. It sounds simpler, and you know what? It conveys exactly what you need. You might be able to get a little fancy, maybe culminating would work there. Maybe you want to tweak it to a different word, but it's not. It's too flowery, man. Oh my God, Snowy!
What did he do?
It's him attempting to draw what's happening right now.
Oh no, she's going Super Saiyan.
It's over 9,000.
You forgot to draw the sandpaper in her throat and along her eyes.
No, wait, I think. No, that's why her eyes are like so shiny.
Ah, yeah, they've been polished. They've been polished. Makes so much sense now. You're becoming the author's editor at this rate. Dude, if I were you know how he was dropped by his publishing company? This man wouldn't have gotten through the fucking door.
Yeah, no. Well, we have also considered after getting through Age of Scorpius on Bad Fanfiction Night that we would have a couple of videos dedicated to actually going in and doing proper editing and proper critique of the book.
Yeah, do it on stream.
Like this, yeah, this is just for shits and giggles, but to do an actual breakdown of all of the issues with the book, that would probably be better in a setting where it's just us.
Eva's reaction.
Why would you do that to yourselves?
You're welcome.
Well, it's because it's a good learning exercise if we do it on stream. Like, the idea is that like we can show you guys what a good editor would bring to the table. And I'm not even going to say we're going to be good editors. We're just going to be people doing our best to like edit and give suggestions and how it should probably work.
Yeah.
So, where was it? Where's the everyone kung fu fighting moment? She's not. Officials remain still. Muzzled. Oh, I scrolled up, I guess, by accident. Turned towards me. I punched my attacker in the chest. The culminating magic shot in my veins shot out in a burst of a blinding flash. White light snapped through my fingers, and manifested itself in a circle, throbbing through my entire body. The man was blasted backwards into the wall as a zodiac wheel illuminated before him, quickly twisting from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Skipped right over. Sagittarius. Sure. I breathed in for what felt like the first time in my life. The crowd silenced as I stared down at my trembling hands. The light faded away while the zodiac wheel disappeared into a burst of chiming, glittering specks of light. The man was on the floor, either unconscious or dead. I wasn't sure. Avia grabbed the hood of my cloak and yanked me forward. I snapped to my senses and sprinted out of the inn after Chase, Kaya, and after... I snapped to my senses and sprinted out of the inn after Chase. Kaya, after screaming something at Verena, ran after us. The shouts of Verena and her officials resonated behind me and as the inn exploded with cheering. And everyone clapped. The four of us bolted down the street of Lyra, careening away from the vendors and people between people. Behind us, blurs of the two women in black were in our pursuit. That's not. Oh Christ, Kaya. Kaya, where the hell are we going? Avia shouted, throwing herself over a cart. Chase shoved it aside, knocking a basket of apples to the ground next to a bright yellow building. Necessary detail. Actually, I love the idea is that, like, Avia was lunging over the cart, and Chase shoved it aside at the same time, so, like, Avia goes tumbling off to the side.
Like a ragdoll.
Also, wasn't it, like, blurs of the two women in black were... So... I guess there were two women in black, but also a guy in black, but were they the same people? I don't know. Chase of the Kaya ran to the front, shouldering two Aquarius girls away from her. I broke through a couple holding hands in front of me. A blast of magic sent by an official whizzed past me and almost hit Chase in the back. He pushed another cart aside, narrowly avoiding a girl who leapt out of the way. We held an advantage over them, younger and faster, with someone who knew how to weave through the township to find the outskirts. Kaya skidded to it because, you know, trained officials, peacekeepers, are not going to be trained at all to maneuver in tight corridors or be able to outpace threats. You know, that's never going to happen. Not like we do that for our law enforcement or anything like that, or town guards did in practice. Jesus fuck. Kaya skidded to a halt in front of a cliff. We're at a cliff now? Where did the cliff come from?
I predicted it. Oh,
it materialized.
Wait, what the fuck? What's the elevation of this town?
I like to imagine it's we're heading towards the outskirts. The outskirts is literally the town dead ends in this cliff, and like it's because it appeared so suddenly, the rest of the town tried to still generate beyond it, and so like you have half buildings that are like right there on the cliff.
Oh no, we're in
the render distance is bad.
What is it called? Where like you travel so far in Minecraft that the world just can't properly generate.
Farlands.
Yeah. That's basically what this is.
Yeah. Farlands.
Kaya skidded to a halt in front of a cliff. She took Avia's shoulders before she could stumble over the edge. Avia, Kaya, Avia needs those.
Oh, she tripped and fell and then grabbed over. So
Avia's tumbling off the fucking cliff. She just doesn't have shoulders anymore. She's now Rayman. And I stopped staring at the drop below. The Solarium officials slowed to a halt behind us. All of us paused as we breathed heavily. Verena brushed herself off and fixed her cloak, looking up at us with a blank face. So, she began, what is your choice? Kaya's water magic wrapped around our ankles and dragged us off the cliff, flinging us into midair.
Death. I saw death. Or something.
Okay, read some of the anyone has their hand raised that we need to hit?
Oh, there is a joke by Titan.
This time it's an actual joke.
What?
They actually made it to a cliff this time. So you could say we finally reached a cliffhanger.
Ha ha!
Ha 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 ha!
Ah, funny.
And if you will kindly also allow me to voice some criticism.
Go for it.
I will do my best to not just let this turn into another big rant, but I make no promises. So, okay. So Scorpios aren't apparently in charge of everything, but there's also a code that they're supposed to follow that's like basically just some nonsensical oppression that the author just wanted to create because we had to make our main character so tortured. But also the idiot fucking decision to follow these dumbass teenagers into a public space like this inn and just very public, very out in the open being like, hey, so you're under arrest, you're coming with us. No, if you don't want people finding out that some shade, just, yes, the Scorpio Arctura is a fucking idiot. Why did she think it was even remotely smart to just confront these kids and then, and then they wouldn't start shit?
I was gonna say,
if you're like a secret police state, you find these kids and then you just make them disappear and nobody fucking notices that anything happened.
Yeah. You send them to fantasy Guantanamo Bay. It's not that hard.
Bridge Vegeta voice.
Scorpio.
See, you're dealing with you're not dealing with your average. You're not dealing with your average Scorpio anymore. Also, does anyone else think the Scorpio symbol looks like a little elephant? I think it looks like a little elephant. It's kind of cute.
It just looks like a weird M.
It's an M with a trunk. It's a little elephant M.
I can see it. Yeah.
It's an
Everyone hates
elephant.
Scorpio, apparently, even though they're in swords, but everyone hates them. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no, they literally that chapter alone just completely muddied everything about this plot. None of it makes sense. Like, it already was struggling under its own weight. Like, there was a thread that was straining. It snapped. It's snapped and gone now. There is no possible logic you can recover from with this.
Yes.
Basically, this chapter has just been like the culmination of this god-awful world building.
From the Ayatix, this makes no sense.
All right, whatever cataclysmic apocalyptic event happened to create this setting, it needs to happen again, please.
Yeah.
What? So
anyway,
we'll risk having another one of this shit.
Well, let us continue with chapter 14.
Anyway.
As we plummeted into the valley beneath us, I hit a wave of water so cold that my body convulsed midair. My eyes snapped open as I gasped in the water. Kaya raced down the cliff with a wave at her feet, catching the three of us. I sat down gently at the bottom of the cliff and washed back into a half-frozen creek nearby. Chase cuffed wildly, sitting on the ground, and Avia groaned. Kaya landed on her 2 feet, brushing herself off as water dripped from her palms. The sting of water was fading from my mouth as my anger faded, a dim throb still in my veins. The sting of water was fading from your mouth? Was it salty? Are we like on the ocean? Why was the water stinging? Was the water actually bees? Was the water bees? Do we know?
It's the bee movie.
Pepper water.
It's the bee movie.
Wouldn't that be nightmarish? Like, you've been like in the wilderness, you've run out of water, you see a river, and you're like, oh, yes, water. I need the drink. You walk up, and it's literally just flowing bees.
It's boobies. Boobies. Setting.
no.
What the hell are you talking?
I don't know. It makes more
Boobies.
sense in this book, though. That was easier than it normally was, Kaya said as she looked at her hands, still glowing with a deep blue magic. Then back up the cliff. I hate her. Yeah, that was enough for me. Chase lay down on dead grass, holding his hand to his chest. He slowly breathed in and out slowly to stop his coughing. I sat down next to him to let my body rest for a moment. You blasted a dude across the room with a zodiac wheel, Avia yelled, bending over to rub her fist on top of my head. I swatted her away. And all this time, we've been antagonizing you for your shitty shifting. What? No, you haven't! What? When was that? You relied on her shape-shifting you! Jesus Christ, this book can't just keep a fucking, single thread consistent. All attention was on me. A burning sensation was still tearing through my body, my anger dwindling away, but echoing in bursts of energy and light. My veins pulsated, somewhat similar to when Chase's veins lit up with with healing, except mine was a whitish-red electrical magic. My mouth went dry with shock. You're a zodiac turner, Kaya asked. Not to my knowledge, I said. Well, of course not, you idiot. They hide those. It's definitely to your knowledge now, Chase added. Oh, you thought you were so clever with that one. There is absolutely nothing else that could have been. I can't even come up with a different name to call the magic I just saw you perform. It was actually called the Whirly-McGig. That's what it's actually called, Chase. Unfortunately, it's a completely different type of magic. It summons the wheelie skeletons from Dark Souls. I paused, giving him a side eye. Avia and Kaya were far enough to not hear if it. Avia and Kaya were far enough to not hear it if I took a quiet jab, so I leaned closer to him. Maybe I'd call it dream-seeking? He gave me a look, rubbing his face with his hand so they couldn't see his reaction. Reika, please. I don't understand. Avia shook her head at me. Zodiac turning hasn't existed for centuries. Why you? I pressed against my forehead with one of my palms, a dim headache beginning to set in. The exhaustion of the magic I'd used felt nothing like how I felt after using too much of my shapeshifting. Shapeshifting was only a secondary magic to my main arch power. Better question, how did I go that long without noticing it? Have you ever felt anger like that? Chase asked. Or let it release? Not that I can recall. Well, there's one part of your answer. The Scorpio code might have halted you from catching it earlier. If it's an emotion-based magic, then that's what it sounds like to me. Twy, I will let you carry on from Librarian Healing.
Libran Healing?
Sorry, Libran, you're right.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Librarian Healing.
Yes, Chase is now a librarian, my bad. His power is Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I had to leave for a sec. Okay, I found it.
What's going on?
Libran. What's going on?
Sorry, the doodle that Snowy just posted.
Libran healing was an emotion-based magic too. Chase knew it wasn't impossible, not when he also carried an arch power, said to be completely absent from Guardian. There was a missing connection for both of us, where, from my lineage, was there a Zodiac Turner? The answer felt like it should have been close. Barely in reach, yet just out of my fingertips. Oh, that's not how that works.
You.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like you.
The answer
What-
comes
it
out of your
implies an inside the fingertips, which is even more uncomfortable.
Yes.
Ugh.
Like right under the nail, like a really
Ah,
bad
like
scratch.
bamboo
Yeah,
torture.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
fuck.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
No!
Nope. Nope.
Fuck, I'm feeling it. Stop it, please.
Yeah.
That and the sandpaper. It's the torture episode.
Got the Higurashi in them.
What kind of
Okay, all right.
Hey,
Higurashi's
kinda
better
weird-
than this. Anyway.
How come you have the magic? Avia asked, as if she'd read my mind. Is there something that you're not telling me? Do you really think that I know something you don't? I snapped. Neither of us saw a single clue about this growing up. Saw a single clue. Okay. We have the same parents, Avia. They would have told both of us if they knew anything about this. No, you don't. You specifically have Avia's father as a stepfather, not your biological father. That was
If one
established
of
a
you
long
was a
time ago.
boy and one of you was a girl, you'd be getting sex ed in different ways. Like I hate to say it, but like you got to handle it a little bit differently with the different prepubescents.
Ba, 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 ba.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, guys, calm down. You guys are getting a bit too much. I mean, you do have a missing biological father. Maybe this is related to that. Just to be clear, Mom's never mentioned anything about your dad, even just to you. No, she wouldn't talk to me for days every time I asked, but that's probably the closest hint to figuring out where my zodiac turning came from. Because we know it's not Mom. I sighed, lying down next to Chase. It felt strange claiming zodiac turning as my magic system, but Chase was right. There was nothing else that could have described what happened. Atlas did say that there were 6 known zodiac turners. He said 6, at least, Chase nodded. He was talking like there were more than he knew about. Oh, you're right, Avia said. We'd explained to Avia everything Atlas had told us. Okay, I accidentally lost my place. Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're saying that a zodiac turner could have assaulted Mom?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I
That-
blinked. We're suddenly at sexual assault allegations.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we
all
are.
right.
What?
That
we are.
is definitely a conclusion. to
Milo,
come to.
you
also
are
the
not
Zodiac
skilled
killer.
enough. Back
He's-
out immediately.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Welcome to essay.
Yes.
Do-
One of the biggest reveals about the Age of Scorpius is that the main character is a child of sexual assault, and that is why her mother hates her so much. Ba, ba, ba.
Her mother
Can I have
hates
your-
her?
Yes.
It's not John.
I feel like
but
that wasn't
yes.
very well established.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't!
Oh,
Well,
Just like a
Raymond,
sister
Which is-
being a beat.
didn't you get the hints from when she said that her mother would stop talking to her for literal days on end whenever she brought up her father? Didn't you get the hint whenever her mother was cold to her, as opposed to Avia, who is the only one of her children who was born out of love?
No,
could
I
imply a
didn't.
lot of-
Because
No.
like someone bring like if she was born through the result of sexual assault, then freaking Reika bringing it up and asking about it would, bring up unfortunate memories. So, naturally, if that were the case, it wouldn't mean she hated freaking Reika. It just means that she was uncomfortable talking about the event and didn't want to think about it, which is honestly really fucking fair.
More importantly, she can't even just like, hey Rika, can you do me a favor and just not be that? please.
There's
I
that
don't
too,
wanna
yeah.
have to think about it.
Mario can go fuck himself.
Excuse me, she has a mother? Honestly, I'm surprised at this point too.
Yeah.
Gasp.
I'm surprised it
remember
hasn't been
her mother
retconned.
Remember her mother exists. She attended the. I don't even remember what the ceremony was called.
I think it was just called the ceremony.
Yeah, it was
The
just called the
ceremony,
ceremony.
damn.
It was just called the ceremony. Yeah. We creative. Just at the nuts metting.
Were they there at her birth? She has parents? Were they there at her birth?
There's not Doofenshmirtz.
No, but it does remind me I should use Doofenshmirtz's voice for someone in this.
Oh,
anyway,
definitely.
continue, Dwight. Dwight.
She alive?
Dwight.
Twice!
He's gone.
Dwight.
She died.
Dwight.
Doofenshmirtz
They get
killed her.
stopped.
Holy
Dwight.
crap.
Why?
Dwight.
How they can stop us now from talking
Dwight.
over each other.
Oh no, she's.
Dwight.
Someone play the technical difficulties in the
She
hallway.
got
turned into a heartless.
Oh
Dwight.
no, Celtic is gone on
Dwight.
repeat.
Dwight.
He's turned into a broken record.
Dwight.
He's nice.
Dwight.
Shinjuku Inferno got to her.
Oh, well, shenanigans
Dwight.
shall ensue.
Oh god.
Dwight.
Oh god, the stream.
Dwight.
Take
Dwight.
a shot every time he says twice.
Dwight. Jesus, I can't keep that up. I can't. I was trying so hard, but the minute that someone said, I don't know who it was, said take a shot, I was like, Jesus Christ, no,
me.
you will die. You
Hey,
will
Vegeta.
fucking die.
Vegeta.
No, you've been dead.
Vegeta.
No, you've
I'll
been
take
dead.
that
You've
challenge.
been
I'll
dead.
do it.
Like,
Also,
Oh,
Eva,
yeah.
you gotta be
Control
careful with that dog
freak
noise.
off,
Don't abuse that.
Yeah, don't overuse it.
Okay.
Well,
That's a good one.
I don't
Seeing
know
her-
where she went. Did she say anything in chat?
Why stuck in the back rooms?
I think I heard her say that she'll be right back, but I'm not sure.
Well,
Yeah, she said
Um,
she'll be back.
there you
I
are.
did say be right back, and now I'm back.
Oh, well,
Yay,
hello.
she's not dead.
Ignore the shenanigans
Yay,
that
I get a
happened in
gold
your
star.
absence.
What? What shenanigans happened
Nothing.
in my absence? Who?
Nothing.
Hey, Raymond, I'm gonna chain you somewhere later after.
Oh.
God, whoa.
No shenanigans ensued, Twi. Nothing happened. We just patiently
no.
awaited your return.
That's good to the people.
We do have the recording that I can look at later.
did you forget?
Oh yeah, this is a
And
recording.
outsmarted.
The rest
It's
of
like
you are
you gotta-
guilty too. Shut up.
I was just sitting here, it's like, you're going to chain me up later. Well, that's different than normal. Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah,
It's just
I'll
a
take
pleasure
this.
being a star.
I'll chain you to the air conditioning and you'll freeze.
Actually, considering my room right now, that sounds lovely.
It's just a pleasure of business.
It has been like on average like 91 degrees Fahrenheit here, with the highs going into 100. So like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not
things have
even in
not.
Louisiana.
It's been real fucking hot here.
Uh,
Anyway, please continue. I'm going to go hit the restroom.
Yeah, it's been incredibly hot here too. Like it got up to 32 degrees here today.
but you on
Ugh.
fire, so.
Well, not everywhere is on fire. You do remember that Canada is actually a bigger place than the
Yeah,
United States?
yeah. Bigger pest, blah blah blah. Yeah. Continue on.
And the
what's-
majority of people who are bitching down south are bitching about the eastern side of Canada. You know,
Yeah,
still bitching and acting as though they need to file a complaint, even though that Canada had sent people down to deal with their forest fires. We can go at this, but we
I
have
do
a
not
book to
care
read.
enough. We got a book to read.
Can we continue?
Grim, that was not something that you had to respond to.
Fair enough.
All right. Okay, guys, I will start meeting people. I'm trying to find my place again. I have been running back and forth for the past, like, several minutes. Avia. I sat back up to glare at her. Kaya and Chase looked at each other to avoid what Kaya said. Not right now. But it's relevant. Her aversion to talking about it would just make it a bit more sense. And that seems like the closest answer to why you've got the magic. How do you know that, how'd you do that, Reika? Make the whole zodiac wheel thing light up. Chase diverted the conversation. I'm not sure. I felt the strain in my veins, the light, the anger, then it all exploded when I punched him. I slowed in what I was saying. And yeah, now that I think about it, that's how zodiac turners activate their magic. They roll their fingers into a fist and punch. You've never punched anything before? Kaya asked. I've punched things before, but that never happened. Maybe it was the emotional aspect of the energy forming. It hit me. Oh my god. I did feel something flare up when I made the motion at the balancing ceremony. Did you really? I didn't catch that, Chase said. No one did. And I brushed it off as my shapeshifting potentially activating with the sudden motion. What if you can't control it? Avia suddenly asked.
Shapeshifting notoriously activated by the shake of a Wiimote.
Yes. The four of us went quiet. He was right. How was I supposed to control a notoriously powerful and uncontrollable archpower when I never even had the motivation to try and practice my shapeshifting? I hadn't intended to blast a man into the wall with a zodiac wheel. I was no stranger to the tales of zodiac turners becoming unchecked weapons when taught improperly, or not at all. Let's keep moving. Chase quickly diverted the conversation to diffuse the tension that had suddenly grown. Verena is still up there and could potentially find a way to follow us down the cliff. Avia stood up, wringing the water from her shirt. Chase stretched his back before climbing to his feet. Empathy reflected in his eyes when he looked down at me, offering a hand. Without hesitation, I took it, and he helped me to my feet. Yeah, but ew, gross, a man is touching you without your permission.
Don't worry, he missed this edit, so now it's a good thing.
Eh. So, Kaya, off to the docks, Avia said. You know the way there? She started ahead. I do indeed. Before us lay dead grassland, muddy and melted snow, rolling hills spread out in the morning as the morning capital S sun rose above the horizon, casting a fiery glow across the sky. A tangerine gold haze veiled the meadows, the dormant stray trees creaking in the wind. Birds soaring above whistled their morning calls to the earth and sky. A few houses on the horizon were alight with the capital S sun. A cool breeze brushed the land, more of the same landscape that we'd seen in the societal meadows, capitals. With Avia and Kaya ahead, chatting about various things, Chase walked at my side. How are you feeling? A little tired, I admitted. And exhausted. We all are. That's okay. It won't be long until we get to the docks. I nodded. He remained next to me for the rest of the day.
I'm picking up. Milo, did you happen to take German when you were a kid? Because capitalizing nouns is a thing that I accidentally do from time to time. Because that's kind of, if I remember correctly, that's how you do it in German, where nouns get capitalized, even when they're like not proper nouns.
The sun is a god.
What is that?
Just to remind you.
I might be wrong. It has been fuck, I don't know, like a decade and a half since I took German. But like I just remember like I got fucked over and like I capitalize almost like several nouns now by reflex, and I just have to force myself to not do that.
Yeah. But it's just the sun that gets capitalized, and then like whatever random piece of like landscape that this person wants us to know about, like societal meadows, like the Imperial River and the Crystal Arch.
You know German? Shit, I don't even know how to say I know a little German anymore. God, I am so rusty.
Bisschen Deutsch?
Yeah, bisschen. Ich spreche bisschen Deutsch. Thank you. That's what that's a lot of that, and I know the phrase "Ich habe ein Gurke in mein Jacke," which is just a really funny phrase.
What does it translate to?
I have a is it a pickle or a cucumber in my jacket? That's so if you ever just want to confuse a German person, just yell sporadically at them, "Ich habe ein Gurke in meinem Jacke," and then run away. Just
Gherkin, definitely gherkin, which means pickle.
So I take it that the majority of the time that I was gone, Raymond was just calling my name.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was literally just I kept it going for like 2 or 3 minutes straight. I was very proud of myself, but eventually I broke. I couldn't keep it going the entire time.
Because like someone made the joke of like having a drink game for how many
Yeah,
times.
take a shot every time he says Twi's name, and I just like immediately like, you're dead in like 5 minutes or like 2 minutes.
He always
You're
breaks on
dead.
that too.
I would have done it, to be honest.
How many? Oh, we're actually not very far away. The sun was setting when we walked to the harbor that separated Ascidian and societal territories. The town was made up of a few homes and shacks, leading to a large collection of boats on the still water of the Eridanus, a river that expanded out as far as I could see. Guardian's most critical sailing route that ran through the northern region of the continent. The distant Nixt mountain range appeared to be on fire in the towering sun's hues.
I'm just imagining Sun Wukong, like his face in the background of all of these shots.
Casually munching on a banana.
Michael Jones blesses you this day.
Though I enjoyed the sound of our footsteps against the maze of wooden pathways and winding, I didn't exactly prefer the smell of watery moss and decaying fish.
You guys, like, I couldn't keep it going for very long. It's okay, Celtic Phoenix happens to the best of us. Mods, take away that man's Viagra.
So funny.
I love the Wiimote.
Oh my god, that's adorable. That's so cute. You see, what's great is that like we could do an entire like goofy children's story based on this using Ava's drawings. Like,
yes,
like we could like a nice little taking the piss type, like making the fun of it kind of thing.
Also, Ava,
What?
do you, did Alpha go?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay,
He
he
have a
can.
joke, and then. All right, Alpha, your joke. Go.
I mean, you know, with all the talk about zodiacs, turners, and a bunch of stuff about constellation, it kind of reminds me that the Tundra server for $1 more for Celtic Patron, you can access the Tundra Discord, which you can crack jokes like this.
It has been so long. No, it is actually a joke. That is like it's a running gag with him sneaking that shit in here.
I'm sorry, I joined a chess club. It's been a while.
All right.
Also,
The
I
servers-
love. Thank you, Seeing Reason, for that wonderful drawing.
Oh yeah, here's the updated version.
And now, a grim trickster has a criticism.
I get to talk about religion in this book now. So the sun and the moon are gods. And also the stones are maybe gods. That's unclear about the stones. But no one worships them for some reason, even though they seem to be very important in getting this land. No one seems to care about them. Which is
That reminds me. What?
Okay, so they're worshipped, except they're not.
Okay.
Correct.
Amen.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Can you repeat that, Raymond?
Yeah, Mars Wolf reminds me of a settled discussion from earlier. What are the residents of the tundra called? We never really came up with a name for the residents of the tundra. My first go-to, even though it doesn't quite make sense, is to call them penguins.
Yeah.
Oh, the tundra.
Oh my gosh, I would want to be a penguin.
Penguin
All I call
noises.
penguin.
We'll have
Wait,
to
what the fuck
figure
is
that
a
out.
phoenix doing all the way out here in the tundra?
I'm
Well,
very
it's the
warm.
only-
Keeps me cool.
It's the only place that he can go where he doesn't turn everything to ash every time he lands.
Yeah, dude. You ever wonder what happened to the Sahara? I'm sorry.
Wait, that was you?
That could make a good book.
God fucking damn it, Bird.
Look.
About the
Accidents
about the
happen.
religion.
All right. Look, ancient civilizations, they just, they sometimes piss me off and die.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. Accidents do
Hey, man.
happen.
Like
That's what
Pompeii.
the sun and the
Like
moon
how
are
you tried to kill
capitalized.
me and you set off. You experienced this firsthand. I'm surprised you're alive.
I am an agent of chaos. I cannot die until my mission is fulfilled.
But
All right.
would fulfilling the mission thereby not be a chaotic action, and so it wouldn't actually? It would basically like invert your existence.
Don't question it.
Okay, let's continue on.
Omega Rob.
You know what? So, red thinking.
What's the jacket pickle?
I think you missed the whole German conversation. Oh,
Wow.
I've
Well,
tried
that gives
German.
me an
I guess.
idea.
The sun's capitalized because they
all right. Well, let's continue on, guys.
Yes. The sun was setting as we walked into the harbor that separated Ascidian and societal territories. The town was made up of a few homes and shacks leading to a large collection of boats on the still water. I already read that. My apologies.
Yeah, your next
Throughout the all-day trek, we'd guys.
Sorry.
It's not time. Throughout the all-day trek, we'd gone back and forth to the risky idea of stopping at the port for a night. I was more exhausted than typical, every muscle in my body aching with each step I took. Chase had seen me falling behind and tried to urge the others to rest for the night. He'd somehow convinced Kaya to agree with him over the course of a few hours. Avia couldn't have cared less either way. I was nervous about the Stellarium catching up, but my exhaustion triumphed over worry. We decided to look for an inn. That was ruined quickly. When we turned a corner on the docks, Chase threw out his arm to stop me from walking forward. He looked up at a taller sailboat, narrowing his eyes whenever he was seeing. Whatever he was seeing was far out of my line of vision. The shadows on the dock shifted in the setting sun, as a figure of a young woman stood up, wearing an all-black Scorpio Stellarium uniform that contrasted with the soft brown color palette of the harbor. With the setting sun behind her, orange-tinted Nara's white hair, beams of sunlight falling at each of her sides each of her sides and outlining the shape of her body. Her fierce eyes.
Whoa! That sentence, Jesus! Wait, with the setting sun behind her, orange tinted Nara's white hair, beams of sunlight falling at each of her sides and outlining the shape of her. There was like, what even tense is that?
I think that comma after hair should have been a period. And then beams of sunlight fell at both on either side of her, outlining the shape
God!
of her body.
I was reading it as orange tinted instead of orange tinted, as in orange was doing the tinting. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, my brain broke reading that.
I know. I was I was the one that was reading it. It broke me first. Her fierce blue eyes met mine, piercing into me like a knife driven into my heart. Anger contorted her expressions, accented by the fiery hues covering her image. I struggled to look away. Reika, Avia said, just to remind you, that's your assassin you're staring at. I was already trapped in the cycle of trying to decipher why she was angry at me or how I knew her. She grasped the rail on the sailboat she was on, holding it with one hand as she swung down to the dock with ease and agility. She stretched out her hand, sparks of pale blue electricity crackling between her palms. The smile spreading across her face broke her emotionless persona.
Vaguely in the
Kaya
background, we could all hear.
Yep.
Nope, it does not deserve that absolute banger of an OST.
Oh boy.
Godzilla had a stroke trying to read this and freaking died.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's me right about now.
Bonk about it.
All right.
God damn it, Eva. Put this up on
Lovely.
the screen. Can I interest you in a jacket pickle?
It's in German.
I don't know how to say that sentence in German. The sentence I said is, I have a pickle in my jacket. That's not a, can I interest you in a jacket?
Gotta draw at the end of the sentence.
Although, to be fair, I know a jacket pickle would be called a yakagurka. So. Because in German, you just slam words together and it works.
Yep. Kaya did not waste a second, sprinting forward to pull the lines of the boat Nara previously stood on. Avia jumped forward to untie the knot, while Chase stood his ground next to me, although kept glancing at the boat heist. Glancing at the boat heist that Nara did not seem to care about whatsoever. Her stare was caught in mine, as if she couldn't see beyond the unbreakable eye contact. I know what is going on here, but still, Jesus Christ, why did you have to say it like that? Something in my core strained, ached. I couldn't pinpoint why she even felt more familiar than before. A piercing pain shot through my head, my ears ringing, followed by an intense surge of magic rushing through my veins.
Milo, you're on the internet. You're in internet fandom spaces. I need to emphasize something about the word core and using in context, especially when, if anyone understands that this is going to be the future love interest, using core in this circumstance can have a radically different intonation. Just putting that out there. I was like, wow, oh my God, she's just immediately dropping the panties. Holy shit.
What the?
Well, they're soaked to the bone and you gotta get rid of them.
Yeah.
Ew.
Pain engulfed me, and I stumbled forward, granting Nara enough time to strike. She faced her palms forward as bolts of light shot out of them and connected with my skin. Electricity coursed through my body as the blinding light of my own magic consumed me, the voices of the others tapering in a whisper in the back of my mind. My veins throbbed as an aura of light expanded around me. I was choking on my own magic as it blurred all else but Nara. My surroundings slipped into a shadow, as if I was trapped in a force field with my assassin. I opened my mouth to speak, but I couldn't form a word. Power raced through me as I convulsed from the remainder of her electricity. I met her eyes as my whole body illuminated, stronger than it had been when I sent the zodiac wheel into the man only hours before. Spikes of agony ripped up my body as her electricity continued to spark up my fingers. It was soaking into me. I was absorbing the energy. My own magic roared within me, stronger than any I had ever felt. I know you. So, one thing that I've noticed in this chapter in particular is the way that Milo describes things is very, this is a thing that exists. This is also a thing that exists. Then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened after that.
Goddamn Jesus Christ.
What, is it too sequential?
But no, it's... I was going to say, Milo is an incredibly visual person. I can feel it from just this.
Yeah.
It's like all the description is focused around things like, guys, come on, enough with the Jack and Pickles.
But you were the one who said
I know.
Jack and Pickles.
We need Jack Pickle as an emoji for the server. At this point,
Down
we
in
need
the
to.
pickles, bird.
Oh, my teenage joke has come back to haunt me. No.
And that was the best part is that was your own fault.
Yeah. Pickles
It's
and
on the
Jingles
internet
gonna become
now.
part of your established lore. Yeah, I have a new power. I can just spawn pickles from my jacket.
And pigments.
But no, it's very visually focused. Very often, like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, because I don't feel like you're trying to hit on something, and I think we're coming at the same problem from different directions. But it's really hard to like get my hands on what it is that Milo does with a description that makes it so clunky.
Well, I think that this might be a good example, like going back a little bit, like birds soaring above whistled their morning calls to the earth and sky. A few houses on the horizon were alight with the sun. A cool breeze brushed my hand. More of the same landscape we've seen in the societal meadows. So it's like this thing happened and then this thing happened. So like the birds were chirping, the sun was in the sky, the meadow was very meadowy, the wind brushed my hand.
Yeah, it's very much like one object of focus, then the next object of focus, then the next object of focus. It doesn't stay focused. It doesn't linger or even shift during the description. It doesn't flow together. It's very much ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. It has no flow.
Yes. And even with this this action scene that we have, it still has that problem. This thing happened, then this thing happened, and then this thing happened, and then this thing happened. Just like that in a sequence. One thought per sentence like that. We don't get any kind of variation.
Yeah. No, sorry. I just we I feel like we finally cracked something here.
Yeah. I was just trying to find my place again. That's why I was silent.
It's flow of consciousness. It's written by a madman. It's the opposite of flow of consciousness. Flow of consciousness is like nearly incoherent in terms of like it doesn't. It's like just constant commas to a lot of degree. again, I always go
William
back.
Faulkner
Faulkner
is
is like
not.
the most insane writer on the planet, but like you can make sense of it. That's flow of conscious. This is just boring. This is everything belongs in its fucking box type writing.
Hey Raymond, do you remember how Milo said that they wrote the book?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Copy and paste.
Right before bed, sensory deprivation, just fingers on the keyboard without even looking at the screen.
What the
Gee, I
What?
completely
Does that?
fucking forgot that. Oh my god.
That
Yeah.
explains so
Okay.
much.
Jeez, no wonder we got like psychological damage. Milo incurred psychological damage while writing this shit.
Oh, no, Milo made a decision that came from psychological damage. Sky Satcher
Alright.
says
Well, to
Noob
double
Saibot
down.
was a really cool in Mortal Kombat 1. Not relevant, but I couldn't make it. Wanted to say something. Well, thank you so much.
I know you. Those 3 words were the only sounds I could force out of my mouth as Nara looked down at me. She was 4, maybe 5 inches taller than me. She reached to my cheek, her fingers tracing along my jawline. There was a sickening disturbance about the interaction, something so wrong, something that was causing me to choke on my own breath. Do you, Reika? She raised her hand and circled me, her hand sliding down my shoulder, across my arm to my palm. Electricity sparked between her fingers and my own. Then tell me who I am.
You are no one.
Honestly, I would give Milo major props if Reika's first response is my future girl, my future wife. Like, can you imagine if like she said that and then like Nara's like, what? What?
And then
Like, that could work.
And then Ray gets cut.
She would, I mean, that would work, except it's this book. Nara would still get offended for reasons that you don't know anything about yet.
Gotcha.
I was left searching for words I couldn't form. What it felt like to be touched by her. It was familiar, known, but attached to an empty space in my mind that was meant to hold a memory. It wasn't fury that was urging my magic. It was something else, something I didn't know how to describe, fueled by her electrical current. The sense was overpowering, a white light intoxicating my body.
Girl, you horny. That's all this is. Also, we do now understand a little bit more about Reika's physiology here, in that we know that there was a space in her mind that is now empty that had the memory, and that she did swallow memories earlier, so that we know there is a path directly from her brain into her esophagus.
Yes. Verena couldn't kill you herself. Not. Oh, wait, this is Nara speaking. Verena couldn't kill you herself, not in front of societalists, not with the magic she must hide. It's my turn. She faced forward, wrapped her hand around my neck. I tried to gasp in a breath. My own magic was choking me more than her hand was. She was playing mind games, messing with my confidence, putting a stake into the emotional control I had over my power. For a fraction of a second, she broke our eye contact, and when she felt her thumb press against the scar in the middle of my neck, I caught a flash of recognition and confusion in her expression before her anger only intensified. She tilted her head at me. You're so lucky that this is the magic I'm choosing to use on you right now. Why are you... I couldn't finish my sentence. Her grip tightened around me from speaking. It was almost as if I could feel her emotion throbbing through me.
Oh my
Fury.
Really? Milo, I have been giving you don't know what you're doing for a while when you keep using throbbing like that, but now I'm like, I don't think you're slick, Milo.
Not at all.
Toxic Yuri? God, I wish this was Toxic Yuri. God, I wish it were. But I don't even count this Yuri. This is just bland. These are two goo monsters.
Fury, stronger than even my own anger, a resentment toward me that could have been unfounded. Her anger reflected my own, enhancing the control I had over myself. My fingers curled into fists. I'll let you win this time, because I want to see you burn. Her emotions flooded uncontrollably into my own from an ancient connection I couldn't identify. What felt like an exact connection of magic, I punched my fist toward her, and it all came roaring out. The darkness around me shattered as light exploded from my fist into the shape of a zodiac wheel. It blasted Nara backward before I could grab it with my other hand, careening her across the dock and into the river. Chase's voice returned as all my power rushed out. I barely got a glimpse of the darkened clouds before my vision blackened, and I collapsed.
I love the image of like
Team
Nara
Rock.
going like flying 30 feet into the water, landing, her electricity going off, and she just electrocutes herself to death immediately.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
ragdoll
but
physics.
unfortunately, this book does not have like, you know, Buster Keaton ass like comedy.
Slapstick. Yeah, Yugok says, I don't know, man. Goo monsters can be pretty fun. No, these aren't like the good goo monsters. These aren't like, you know, slime girls or anything fun like that, or slime guys, whatever, what have you. This is just like two mucks from Pokemon. That's what this kind of is.
Oh, muck.
Yeah, that's the kind of goo
That's an
monster
insult
that I'm
to
talking
muck.
about. Is an assassin, doesn't do the one thing she's contract. Yeah, what the fuck was that? It's like, I'll let you win. So did she let her win now? Like, was that actually her letting her win, or was she just caught off guard by the wheel? What the?
The
Raven?
wheel of fortune.
Raven, never post that
Yes?
gif ever again. Ever again.
Help! 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 I'm gonna have to call. I'm kind of busy. Gonna need to call you later.
Jesus Christ. So that was, God, that was just the last two chapters. We're finally getting some bad shit going on. Like I can't say those were boring chapters.
Everything's payable.
They were trash in a way that is beyond human comprehension.
They were like the kind of trash that we look for in terms of what the fuck. Oh God. So yeah, the core premise makes no fucking sense. The characters make no fucking sense. The world makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense. Anything that does currently make sense, and not even the words. The things that do make sense will almost inevitably not make sense in the near future. So, yeah, I can see why this got such bad backlash. When I read the first, chapter or two, I was like, okay, this is wonky as shit, but it's not catastrophic. It is now catastrophic. We are well beyond catastrophe. In fact, this is already plummeting, I think, below Shadow of the Conqueror in terms of at least world building.
Somehow.
Now, it's
not the insanity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Shadow of the Conqueror is far more morally repugnant, but this one definitely, I think, might exceed it in terms of just busted world building. Please tell me we're done for the day. We are done for the day. We're winding down.
Yes.
I had a good time with this chapter. We had some good fun shenanigans going on.
That's especially the pickles.
That was unrelated to the book.
Jack a pickle.
We need a pickle emoji for the server. Or pickle jacket.
Say we didn't.
Penguin. A pickle penguin.
But yeah, I think we're wrapping it up. Don't forget tomorrow, Hunger of Mahar Voln, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone's going to be there for it. So hopefully you guys, anyone here that doesn't regularly join in, comes to join. Anyone that does regularly join, I hope you come as well. I mean, like, obviously everyone just come watch us. In fact, kidnap people to come watch us. That's kind of like Legally, I cannot ask you to do that, but for comedy's sake, I will.
Okay.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
For you.
Have
I
you
wanna
guys
say
considered
it's
making
my-
a story from the drawings you're sent? That's not really how that works. I don't know. Like that'd be I don't know how we would put that together. It's just like
Yeah.
one-off gags. If you mean like having the artists make a story, they have lives.
I mean, Snowy had done a couple of little scenarios based off of the things that we've said either on stream or off stream.
Yeah.
But that's like whenever he feels like doing that sort of thing.
Could be fun as a writing challenge. Maybe.
I mean, I would say I would be down with doing it for like a fun thing, especially now that my schedule is no longer making me do mandatory overtime.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at some point
Hell
in the
yeah,
future.
brother.
Don't know how far in the future, but maybe. But yeah, that's all. Mahar Von tomorrow. But other than that, I think we're going to call it here. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Later.